Hello, mysterious person behind the screen, and welcome to my January 2021 collection update. Not too much to go through this month, certainly not as much as last month's 45-minute video. I have spent a lot this month though, that's the thing, it's mostly big stuff, but not as much of it. So yeah, I will get into now the big one. This thing cost me a lot of money. It wasn't very cheap, and I might be a bit of a foolish idiot for buying it. But nonetheless, I thought I was going to miss out, so I sprang for it. It is the Second Sight Films Dawn of the Dead 4K limited edition. This thing, it is a beautiful beast. So this cost me about £70, £75 I think it was, and I've never seen the film. So this is a big 4K box set containing 3 versions of this film, plus 3 soundtrack CDs, and a book and a novelisation, and I've never seen it, and I spent all that money on it. And I could watch this film, and I could hate it, but you know what? Worth every single penny, because these 4K discs look stunning. And you know, I love Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, so I think I'm probably going to enjoy Dawn of the Dead as well. And come on, you know, look at that. This is a stunning piece, such a lovely display piece. When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. If I take it out here, it's all nicely packaged up there. I got this from Second Sight's website, which, as a sort of, I guess, a bonus for ordering from them directly, came with 4 art cards, which I'll show you now. Are pretty cool. So I believe these are exclusive to the Second Sight website. And they have just announced now the non-limited edition version of these, which is just a sort of standard box, I think. You know, maybe considering I've never seen the film, it might have been better to go for that rather than this big, expensive limited edition thing with a big novelisation in it and a big hardback book called Dissecting the Dead. Maybe that was probably the better option, but come on. I mean, I'm a collector. I would hate one day, say if I didn't pick this up, and then one day I watched the film and it like shot up to like my favourite film ever or whatever. I would absolutely hate to have missed out on this release. That's the CD soundtracks there. So you know what, I'm glad I've got it. It's a beautiful display piece. Look at that. It's the 4K discs and a bonus features disc as well. And as I say, from what I've flicked through, the 4K just looks fantastic. So yeah, the big, elusive collector's set of Dawn of the Dead on 4K from Second Sight Films. I know a lot of YouTubers in the sort of movie physical media community did pick this up, and you've probably seen, if you're a fan of, if you're into like physical media and stuff, you've probably seen like 20 plus videos on this by now. But yeah. Another box set I picked up. This is another thing I had to import from America, and it's a TV show that a few years ago, about 2017, I watched about the first 9 episodes I think on Netflix, and then Netflix removed it, and I really enjoyed it, and I've always been meaning to pick up this set, but I just never sort of gone for it. So yeah, imported it from America, from the American Amazon, and it is the Shout Factory release of Freaks and Geeks, the complete series on Blu-ray. This classic 90s/2000s TV show on Blu-ray, ran for only 1 season, criminally cancelled before its prime. But you know what? It's, you know, the back of the box says it's a benchmark of quality television. Cult classic and a benchmark of quality television, and it really is. I've been watching this since I got this set. I've sort of played through it, and it's just brilliant. It's just, you know, it's high school. it's a high school show. You can see, you can kind of sums it up there, the cover. It's about the freaks and the geeks, and it's about what the two sort of groups get up to, and how they mix, and how their lives kind of mix and intertwine and things like that. And it's one of those things where I kind of, a few years ago when I was watching it, when I was still in high school, towards the end of my time in high school, and I kind of related more to the geeks. And now I'm kind of older. Oh god, it's falling out. I'm kind of older. I kind of relate more to the freaks in many ways. And the notable thing about this show is, although it didn't run for very long, it has remained a favourite amongst people. People always talk about this as one of the best TV shows ever, and it is just so strong. Like, every episode is just so. Someone would tell me, like, oh, what would you say makes a great TV show? This has got everything that I would say makes a great TV show. You know, great writing, great characters, great drama. It's hilarious. It's heartbreaking. It's got great actors doing great work. You know, I mean, the actors in this went on to be so famous. You know, you might recognise from the cover. You got Linda Cardellini, who obviously went on to play Clint Barton's wife in the MCU, and has gone on to do many other things. You've Velma from the live action Scooby-Doo flicks, plays Lindsay, the main character. James Franco, who, you know, James Franco, who's gone on to do all sorts of things. Seth Rogen is in this as a main character, and his career has blown up since this is aired in 1999. And yeah, this set is brilliant. It's got all 18 episodes in both widescreen and the original 4:3 format, which is fantastic. I've been watching the 4:3 just to be kind of purist about it, but the widescreen version does look great because it's not cropped. The only cropped episode is the pilot. Every other episode is fully opened up on the sides, and it looks great in widescreen. And I imagine, you know, if I just go, oh, I want to put an episode of Freaks and Geeks on, I'll probably go for the widescreen version just for a laugh, you know. So it comes in two key cases like that, both exactly the same, just one is widescreen, one is 4:3. But what I like is, one of the discs is actually in my player now. The discs kind of stacked there, but if you look at the artwork underneath there on the 4:3, it's different artwork on the widescreen version, and it's different inside artwork as well, which is nice. Shout Factory Plea put the effort in. And speaking of putting the effort in, the special features on this, bloody hell, like they've raided the archives, and this is pretty much just stacked. You know, we've got a whole disc full of special features, got commentaries on every episode. The amount of effort they put into the special features on here for a show that only lasted 18 episodes, it's insane. They've raided the archives, got pretty much everything. You've got a nice little booklet here which has notes about every episode, information about the remastering process. They had to re-edit the whole show from scratch, you know. And it's fantastic. I've just been really enjoying it. It's such a comfy show, and I've just been really enjoying it. You know, there's like at least once per episode I'll go, oh, it's him, oh, it's her. And, you know, you'll get guest stars in here that are just so minor that went on to be massively famous. So, as an episode, I think it's the one, yeah, it's the cheerleader one. And Shia LaBeouf's in it as a really minor role, and he looks super young. There's an episode, Rashida Jones pops up in a really minor role again. You know, every episode I'll just go, who's that? And then I'll look it up, and it'll be someone who's gone on to do so many great things. It's Judd Apatow, Paul Feig, were the sort of the masterminds behind it, the creators and the writers. Unfortunately, it just never got a chance to shine. But I'm glad that it does get the appreciation that it deserves now. Yeah, give it a watch. It's hilarious, and it's brilliant, and it's so funny. It's got great characters. Yeah, not much more to say. Freaks and Geeks, the complete series on Blu-ray. I picked up some comics, well, one comic and one graphic novel. So got Uncanny X-Men, the second Genesis. So this is the sort of the start of Chris Claremont's X-Men run. It's in that really cool kind of Marvel graphic novel collection that they did a few years ago. Yeah, I've read a lot of sort of this disparate arcs of Claremont's X-Men run, like Dark Phoenix and stuff like that. I've read sort of bits and pieces, but you know, I've never read it from beginning to end, and you know, this isn't obviously everything, but it's the start of that run, so I'm looking forward to getting stuck into where probably the most iconic run on X-Men began. So yeah, second Genesis. And I also picked up this really cool issue. I think it's a She-Hulk. It's quite difficult. Yeah, it's a She-Hulk number 159, I think. And this is a lenticular cover. So on the one you've got the classic kind of cover of Hulk. There we go, that's alright, isn't it? Hulk and the leader. And then you've got the homage to it with She-Hulk and the leader as well. So it's kind of, yeah, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff there. So yeah, She-Hulk number 159. Really cool. And then you know, it's been a while since I bought a Marvel Legends figure on a whim. Really, a figure in general. Really, it's been a long time since I've seen a figure online and gone, oh, that looks really cool. I'm gonna have to order that straight away. You know. But this was an exception. This is the Marvel Legends Deluxe Edition War Machine. And I'm not even a huge like War Machine fan. I like the character, but he's not one of my favourites. But yeah, I just saw this and I thought, that looks awesome, and I've kind of got him in this pose currently with these accessories. I've ordered a figure stand for him, so because I kind of want him posing like flying. But yeah, this came with so many accessories. I've just got these ones on. It just looks great on display. It's really well sculpted, really well painted. Yeah, Marvel Legends War Machine. So yeah, that's everything for the month. Not too much at all really, but that Second Sight set and the Freaks and Geeks set cost me so much money. But I'm really chuffed with both of them. I would say I've been really enjoying Freaks and Geeks, like watching that again. I forgot how good that show was. Like the pilot is one of the strongest first episodes for a show I think I've ever seen. It's just perfect TV, and I've been really enjoying watching that. I'm looking forward to watching Dawn of the Dead. The 4K set's gorgeous. Happy with the comics I picked up. That War Machine figure's gorgeous. So yeah, not too much this month at all, but I hope you've enjoyed watching this one. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.